Well, hey everybody. Welcome if you're catching the replay. Thanks for stopping in and watching. It's Emerald here. Was here quite a while ago. Good to see you. Cranky, good to see you too. How you doing?
I'm plodding along. What do they call those guys? Pluggers?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a plugger through and through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to
Well,
see you, Michi.
do you guys get any of that ugly weather that ended up here in Michigan the other day?
No, it went north of us and south of us,
Okay.
and so we got some rain out of the deal. Hell, we had 70-degree day and then 8 inches of snow. I think we talked
Well,
about that last time. Yeah.
that I wouldn't doubt that at all. It's not, if I didn't know any better, I'd swear you were in Michigan with us.
Yeah, but
But
we
yeah.
missed this last round, and
Mm-hmm.
I was watching all the tornado in Michigan videos up there, hoping
Yeah, that
nobody
was
we knew
bad.
got hit.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Thoughts and prayers are with everybody over there on the west side of the state because I had multiple tornadoes and none of them were small. And they seeing the footage afterwards, like a Menards store there, literally it ripped all the HVAC equipment off the roof and took the whole storefront with it too. And I think last count that there were four dead and into the 20s injured and that. But it was kind of wild. Now we're getting the almost 70 degrees here, but they're talking about possibility of severe weather on our side of the state tomorrow afternoon. So we're getting ready for it, and then watch next week. Yeah. We'll be like you guys, 8 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's awful early right now. I mean, we need the moisture desperately, but we can do without the severe stuff. It's too early for that stuff.
Yeah.
But I always watch when there's tornadoes involved in there. I know people in the area because that shit takes 3 seconds and everything's done.
Oh yeah. So. I was always told when I was a kid growing up that we didn't get tornadoes in Detroit. And what was it? We were just talking about it at work. It's like July of '97. We had a bunch of tornadoes that went ripping through southeast Michigan, and most of them were in Detroit. And we actually had one chase us down 8 Mile Road. We were going from the west side to the east side and happened to look up in the rearview mirror and was like, "Oh, this is not good."
So, looking for Eminem,
right? And that was pretty ugly. People didn't expect that. In the Metro Detroit area, we actually spent 5 or 6 days in Lake St. Clair looking for a kid. His family decided to run and take shelter under a gazebo at one of the marinas along the shorelines of Lake St. Clair there. And the tornado picked the gazebo up with everybody in it and dropped it in the lake. And he was the only one that didn't surface. Never did find him. So we don't know. But yeah, it's definitely scary. Like I said, prayers are out to everybody that was affected by that storm. And, while we're at it too, the way the world is now, thoughts and prayers are with our military and the families of those that have been injured or lost as a result of what's going on over in the Middle East right now.
Yep. It's a crazy thing going on over there, I tell you. Yeah. I wouldn't even know where to begin on that. I think it was coming. I mean, inevitable. You got somebody tweaking their nose at thumbing their nose at the world, and I hate to see it. I'm not a big believer in war, but those crazy nukes come into call there, and
well, that's
not a good thing.
I had a conversation with my son last week about it, and I told him when I was a kid growing up, you had these individuals and these groups that you saw on television all the time, and they were, they were out to get us. They didn't like the fact that we have freedom and we do things the way we do in the free world, and that the one of the individuals was the Ayatollah over in Iran back then, because that whole thing started in '79, and they've been threatening us ever since.
Yeah, I think people
And
forget that too. You know,
yeah,
Michi, I remember when all that shit went down the first time,
oh yeah,
and it was not good. I mean, that's
and
what.
they're finding out now that they were responsible for a lot of the things that happened against our country. That they were tied into the barracks bombing in Beirut in 1980.
Yeah. Yep.
Where we lost all those Marines. And yeah, it's, I hate to see us getting involved in another conflict, but we've got to protect the homeland too.
Well, and they haven't played well with others for 50 years,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and and it's time they got reduced a little bit. You know, it just if they could have nuclear power, which I think has been offered, the lower, enrichment and all that sort of thing. That's not what they're interested in. They've refused those offers, and
Right.
so just get rid of all of it. Hell, you've been living in the Stone Age for 2,000 years. Let's just go back to it.
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah.
the problem is that I have several Persian friends in this country, and they're Christian. Some of them are Christians, some are not.
Yeah.
But they're very much patriots to the U.S. They'll tell you I'm an American of Persian descent, and they
Right.
really they haven't liked this regime since day one.
Right.
So kind of makes you wonder how they got there in the first place. But
Yeah.
well, crooked politics. I mean, they just
yeah. Well,
flex
we
the
got
muscles.
West Texas is here, Southeast is here, Scrap Metal Racing's here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. I know I saw Jack Stacks here pop in here a second ago. And
Yeah.
Nerd UK. The gang's all here.
Yeah, we got some good attendance here tonight. It's really nice seeing everybody here. This is I was talking to Michi, and I might launch into this here real quick, Michi. It'll only take me a minute. Yeah.
Here,
I was
let me make it big. So
talking to Michi right before we opened the stream, and I have been mulling a couple of things over for couple of days now, and let me some really things that have just been. I got some serious changes going on, and I think I'm going to call this. I'm going to call. Well, basically, I'm throwing the towel in. I'm going to continue with Michi on our Monday nights because I love this, and I'll drop in and visit everybody's channels and all that. But I just, folks, I don't got it in me anymore. I've tried here. I'll do maybe a very infrequent video, but I'm throwing the towel in on YouTube. I'm throwing the towel in on stacking. And you heard it here, folks. You heard it first. I have decided today that I need to redirect some things, and let me get this. I was showing Michi. I'm going to be selling somewhere between 50 and 100 ounces, folks. Kind of liquidating a whole bunch of stuff. But here's some bars that I got. There we go. There's bars. I've had these since I started stacking these nadirs. They're sequential. Anyway, long story short, I've got I've got some sovereigns. I've got some great rounds and some vintage buffaloes, ASEs, Libertads, uh, Maple Leafs. There's a lot, and I have to decide how I'm going to do it and what I'm going to do with it. And maybe we should get y'all's input if you would do that for me. I don't know if I got it in me to do an auction. I honestly don't. So I'm up for suggestions if somebody wants to email me an idea or two. I was thinking maybe I would um, maybe just take pictures or do a video with everything that I'm going to put up there, and just go with spot. What the hell? And my other option is to take it to Dave here at Coin Huskers and get paid back a spot. But I have a lot going on, and I need to redirect. And quite frankly, I part of the thing for me was I wanted to do when silver got up to 120. It's like, so what? You can't sell it anywhere. You can't trade it. Nobody, none of the LCSs, none of the you know bullion dealer like Dave's here in town. Nobody would do a GSR swap with me. Nobody would buy it. They weren't paying cash for anything.
Right.
And they weren't even selling for about a week there. And I thought, well, what the hell good is this stuff? I mean, I know it has value and all that sort of thing, but I'm sitting on something here that quite honestly, I didn't pay anywhere near spot for where it's at right now. And I can redirect some things. I just, the fight is gone in this one, and I'm done. So if you've got some ideas, maybe I'll do some pictures in a post. Hell, nobody even sees my posts or videos anymore. I mean that's I haven't been doing many of them, but hell, I can't even break 100 views. So, and that's okay. I mean, I haven't been putting into the community very much either, as far as that goes. But I'm going to have to direct my energies to some other things. So you heard it here first. But that stack of things, did I show them, Michi? I mean, I got sovereigns. I've got prospectors. I've got I got all this stuff. Silver. Now, I am not going to get rid of everything, because there are some pieces that are absolutely dear to me that ain't never going anywhere. And somewhere down the road, got my constitutional, and there's pieces that aren't ever going to go anywhere. And I do have some gold, and I think I need to refocus anything in the future towards something with less volatility. And excuse me, I'm going to cough. Something with less volatility and more of a wealth stack. I mean, that was the original intent, was to have some generational wealth here. And I just, at my stage of life, I don't see it. I don't see it being a benefit in large quantity to pass on to my adult sons, not in silver. I think I need to go back to the basics of gold and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, nerd, I would just as soon send you something for now. I can write Cranky on the capsule, but I don't have any pores or anything. I've done some things in jewelry, which I'm still working on. Well, was. I got to quit doing that too, and I just put a bunch of money into tools and that sort of thing. So I been told I need to stop doing that. So we'll see how far that goes. I got y'all know that I've had an ongoing project for probably a year where, and I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the project because I haven't gotten it out. 3D Woodworks emailed me today and said, "Hey, it's been a long time," and he sent me a picture of his participation in the project. And the original intent was to get some input from a large part of the community, some contributors, and to help somebody who was, my first best, by the way, um, uh, was having a hard time at the time. And it was all started with good intentions and all that sort of thing. And this is going on a year now. I still have Broke Stacker's input, 3D Woodworks input, and for God's sakes, shit, I can't even remember the third person now. For God's sakes. And I'm sorry I'm dominating here, Michi, but
No, you're fine, Cranky. Go right ahead.
Broke Stacker, 3D Woodworks, and Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole. All did things and sent them, and it was originally intended. This is a bad pour of it, and it was going to be like a group hug for somebody that was supposed to help out. And I was going to try and do a video with, some other people getting involved. Yankee replied to me. Silver Dragons didn't. Farmer replied to me at the time. Anyway, I reached out to several people, and quite honestly, I will not tease Silver Stacker. Didn't reply. So several people kind of disappointed me on that because of the person it was for, and that's that. So it's been a year a year now. It's just time for me to get over that and get it sent out to her, and I have a couple other obligations that I'm going to get taken care of too. I've got 2 packages I got to get to the UK, and I can't do it all anymore. So there you have it, folks, in a nutshell. That's the way it is. So that's the Cranky Stacker input. Sorry about that again, Michi. I just had to get some stuff off my chest here.
You got nothing to apologize for, Cranky.
So if you guys have an idea, the best way to do this, I've got some really choice pieces, and some, 1 ounce silver. You got choice pieces and you got 1 ounce silver, and I need to get some things taken care of, and that's that. So either look for a big auction or a few small auctions, but honestly, I don't know if I got it in me. I'll take it in the shorts as far as market price right now, because like I said, I didn't pay what's going for spot price right now. I didn't pay for that for any of this stuff, so anyway, that's about all I got to say about that. Lori goes, "Oh my God." So there, how about that? All right, now we're back to reality.
And the crowd is silenced.
Anyway, yeah, just
that's like Nerd UK just said, is you gotta do what's best for you, Cranky.
Yeah, so, I know. I'm going kicking and screaming, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well, that's lately I've had to sell off quite a bit because so I can feel it. I can feel you. Just like, but the last quarter of the year, of 2025, hit really hard because,
Yeah.
and you would think when you work for the health system where you were taken care of that they would understand that, things are the way they are. But when they start threatening you, if you don't pay your bill, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So, but yeah, I understand. There's a lot of things that are coming along that take priority.
Well, and I honestly, I think I got myself way off course of what I intended to do when I started. This will tell you how recent this is to me too. Just last week, I picked up 2 of these from Hi Ho Silver, basically bunker bullion.
Yeah.
And it came with a nice COA and this little card here with each of them.
Yep.
And they are absolutely stunning. Look at this.
He does phenomenal work.
These, yeah, I mean, I can't do it any justice. So I picked up 2 of them, and they just came today, and these will be on the auction block. That's how that's how it's going, and that's how new this decision is for me. So
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I haven't been reading much in the text or the chat here. Yeah, West Texas, I know it would be for the better, but I gotta do some things. And I honestly think it's going to be for the good. In the long run, there's just something that makes me feel like this isn't really a contrarian move. And I've rolled like that most of my life, so we'll see what happens. Oh, my favorite memory. It's got to be. I don't know. You can't have a favorite memory. There's so many. I got lots of favorite memories. Kansas Kids video in the Happily Cranky.
I think that was the best one of them all. Right,
absolutely stellar. But when we started the Michi and me and 3, and you make 3 there, that was totally fun because that's where the 2 horses, all the 2 horses jokes and all that stuff came from. There's just, for different reasons, just different things are the best memory. So, and it's not like I'm dying tomorrow or anything. It's, I hope, but, yeah, so maybe that's a good thing. Emerald said I should do one last what? Oh, I can't read that because there's somebody make a comment in there because it's that stupid little heart logos on the. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, I see it now. All right, I'm sorry. I've been dominating.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I still think another one of the best Happily Cranky ones was when 7 came up with the Cranky chip.
Oh yeah, yep. That was stellar. I wonder, by the way, how that chip is holding up right now. It's been gerbil food or if it's still doing well. That was a brilliant idea. I mean, that just shows you the creativity in this community. I miss the community a lot, but real life's kind of in the way. So that's where the Cranky one's at right now. I worry about you sometimes, Michi, when I hear about this crazy lady that ran over a cop today.
Yeah.
Was that was in a I don't know. Was that a hospital parking lot, or was it like a stop? Or
I only heard bits and pieces of it. I didn't hear the whole story. So
what?
but,
Maybe it wasn't today, but she did. She got like a no cash bail or something like that. She got.
yeah,
Didn't she just go in and she got out before they finished their paperwork? That's such
that's
bullshit.
pretty much the way it goes.
I,
We actually had a situation here. What was that? Friday night? Is it Friday night or Saturday night? One of our bigger hospitals over on the east side of Detroit. I don't know if this made national news or not, but in the state of Michigan, obviously you have the state police, you have your county sheriff's departments, you have your city police, but we also have what in North Carolina they refer to as company police, and it's a lot of your health systems that have it, where they can develop under the same standards as the government law enforcement agencies. They can develop their own police force, and this particular hospital is one of those hospitals that has their own police force, and they get a call that there's a group of guys standing around a car and they tell they're up to no good. So a couple of their guys go out there to investigate. They roll up, get out of the car. Hey guys, what's going on? And a 17-year-old pulls out a pew pew and fired several times, missed. The officer fired 3 times and didn't miss.
good.
And the media being what they are, security guard at a local hospital, which of course everybody around here goes to, the guy that makes minimum wage and doesn't know diddly squat about anything, shooting it out with somebody. But it's uniforms are a target nowadays, and it's not just law enforcement. We had a couple of firefighters that responded to a person having a mental episode the other night, and they got the living what beat out of them, and police had to tase the guy twice to get him under control.
Yeah, God,
and it's just if you wear a uniform now in the United States, you got a bullseye on your back, regardless of what the uniform says.
With the stuff that's going on, this lone wolf stuff or whatever, the guys in New York City tossing the bombs and they were already, it's known now that they were incendiary to IEDs basically.
Yeah.
And it's a known tactic of I don't even know what to call them anymore except terrorists, but their tactics can involve like an initial scene or a call, and then when first responders show up, they're the targets. And and if anybody's getting taken into the hospital, that ER is a target.
Right.
Like KCI with the bomb threat yesterday. They had all those people out on the tarmac. Well, there was freaking news channels with videos and people streaming videos of exactly where these people were being ushered out and onto the tarmac and all that sort of thing. It's like, can you not make that public? That could have been a test run for an actual thing coming up, and then the secondary thing coming in once they know what the pattern is.
Right.
I mean, people aren't using their heads on either side of the situation, in my opinion. But
right. Well, and that's the other night was that this past Wednesday. I'm a big fan of the Chicago's. Dick Wolf does a really good job with those. He's the guy that's got at one point had 5 different Law and Orders going at the same time on TV. The 3 Chicagos. It's got the 2 FBI shows on CBS all going at the same time, and it was an attack on Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3-way crossover between the 3 Chicagos. And my thing is, I sit back and look at stuff like this, and if Dick Wolf can think of it, so can somebody else. And
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of scary. And in my case where I work, we are the first hospital that they're going to if anything happens at. Now let me see if I can spit this all out since they keep changing the name. Detroit Wayne County Metropolitan Airport, or as we just call it, Metro. We've got the airport. Literally, the planes on final approach are coming over our hospital, going into land at the airport, and sometimes they're taking off over our hospital when they're leaving. So we're, you know, and to think if a screenwriter can come up with this crap, so can anybody else.
Yeah. Yep.
And but yeah, it's just there's, you know, just so much craziness and hate and everything going on in the world nowadays, and you know, we need to get back to the way our parents raised us.
Well, yes, we do. And unfortunately, I think that's that's an uphill climb for sure. Not saying it can't be done, but God, look at the world is just so different. I mean, look at the UK. Their world is completely different than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've always been one of our best allies, and oh, there you
the stanky cracker.
There it is. Thank you, TSC, for that. I love you forever, brother. Oh my God, I can't believe you got that.
That's I still hilarious. Have it.
That's hilarious.
I keep it fresh. I keep it in a Ziploc bag.
Well, no dry ice or anything.
No, man. It's kind of like a McDonald's French fry. It never really goes bad.
Well, I was just going to say that if it's anything like a McDonald's burger, you could put that in your closet and it'll be all right in 20 years.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
When you go to vacuum out your car and you find that one runaway McDonald's fry that's been under there for 10 years.
Yeah, my my kids are grown and got kids, and there's a French fry under my seat. That and a Mike and Ike of some various
and
flavor.
Twinkies.
Oh my God.
Hostess Twinkies.
Yep. There's Nerd UK said they're effed in the UK. Yeah. The only thing that's keeping us from being right there with you is the Second Amendment. And I did a screenshot of a map that I thought was pretty interesting. If I can get this there you go. This is, please show up.
There it is.
This is why you shouldn't invade the U.S.
Big here. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Why you shouldn't invade the U.S.
Yeah.
Look at the middle.
Impossible corn maze full of farmers.
And Florida's got Florida man.
Oh, we got militia types up here up in Michigan.
Nazis up there in Washington. I just thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I actually saved that because I thought it was good.
Speaking of the militia types, and before I say what I was going to say, it's Blue Collar just stopped in. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, Blue Collar.
Seven's here somewhere too.
Hi, Seven.
Back down. Okay. Now my screen's free. Oh, there we go.
Hi, Seven.
Yep, seven's. Yep, seven's here. How? No, where we were talking about the, them planning ahead and all that. My son, he was, oh gosh, that was 2009. So he was 5, and he one Friday, early Saturday morning, he sees Dad go in the closet and pull out that garment bag that only comes out on certain occasions, and making sure that everything's squared away and the leather and the shoes are polished right, and the black band on the badge and all that. Well, he, even at 5, was very good at comprehending what was being said on the TV. And where we were talking about where they'll cause a situation to start another situation. We had one of the not so good idea militia groups here in Michigan that their plot was to unalive a police officer so that they could attack a police funeral and unalive a whole bunch of police officers. Because if you here in Michigan, like you look at our state troopers, they wear all the same stuff around their waist that the rest of us do, but when they go in the dress uniform, it's their pew pew, their mag pouch, and a handcuff case on their belt. They don't wear all the other stuff in the dress uniform, so you don't have all the normal equipment you would have to defend yourself. And we had a guy that I worked with that was killed in the line of duty, and they got these guys on like Thursday, and his funeral was on Saturday. And they had it all mapped out that they were going to come, because he had it. Usually when a police officer loses their life here, it's usually about a week and a half before you lay him to rest in that. And they did. That was one of the plans. They had a map of the neighborhood. They had like a schematic of the church and everything around it. They were going to hit that funeral. But the worst part of it for me was my son, 5-year-old son, standing that morning in tears, begging Daddy not to go. And something's got to change in this world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, if not, there's 2 things that are going to happen. You're going to have vigilante justice.
Yeah.
And before you have that, and I don't think that's too awful far. I think
right.
I think people are damn sick and tired of it. But all this does is increase the what am I trying to say? Surveillance. All it does is increase surveillance and tracking and all that sort of thing. By the way, before we go farther, this is going to be tonight's giveaway. Kalilo and Mustard last week both said push it forward to this week. So that was the last Indian last week, and I got a tube of 15 Aztecs, 1/10 ounce Aztecs. Gosh dang, this camera's sucking. But anyway, that'll be for tonight. So y'all stick around if you want a chance at those. And and Jack Stacks, you can have an option of trading one of you've got 2 buffaloes coming. You can trade one of those for an Aztec if you would rather do that. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so I'm sorry. God, I'm all over the board tonight. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I'm so mad about so many things. The idea that your son or anybody's son that's a first responder would be frightened like that it's going to bring vigilante justice, and it's going to bring higher surveillance. Did you hear the thing today about banks now being required to like in electronic payment systems and in people's bank accounts. They don't have to worry about $10,000 anymore. Now they're tracking. Um, it's either $200 or $300 uh, deposits and withdrawals. If your account is deemed to be a patternized, meaning they can figure a pattern of money coming in and going out, the bank is obligated, no call, no, hey, we're watching you, no nothing. They will monitor your account. So they're basically taking us to digital without digital.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And
all
then
under the guise of money going to foreign countries.
right. Well,
Yeah.
that's like even the bit I have never been a fan of direct deposit. Yeah. And now it's you can't get an employer to cut you a paper check.
Yeah.
They just won't do it. You either get direct deposit into a bank account or they give you one of these cards where every time you use it, they charge you to use your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I had one of those for a short time at one of my old jobs, and it's okay. I go put gas in my car. I put $25 of gas in my car, and it's $27.99 because there's a $2.99 charge because I used my card. And,
Well,
or you get $20 out of the ATM to go get lunch, and it's $22.50 because they took $2.50 out for an ATM transaction.
and that's actually not legal because
Yeah.
but everybody's doing it. Lori and her daughter were just talking last night and today about there someplace. I don't remember where she was, she and her daughter, and they wanted to charge like 3.5% for using a card, but they didn't take cash. Well, excuse me, on every bill it says this bill is legal tender for debts,
Right.
private and public.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they wouldn't take cash, but they were
Right.
charging an extra 3%. That's not legal. And I'm sorry, but that's pushing it towards.
It is just like you go,
digital.
and I've mentioned this before. Yeah, if we go to a ball game or a hockey game down in Toledo, we do everything before we get there, except maybe get a pop when we get there, because all the venues are cashless.
Yeah.
And and then you go to, like, we got used to be one of our favorite restaurants here by me. I quit going in there because nobody cares. No, there's so many places that don't accept cash, so nobody's carrying cash. But now you want to charge me, like you said, we want to charge you a percentage for using your card to pay for your meal. It's like, no, we're good. I can make my own at home.
I don't get it. It's just like, and it's the bankers doing it.
Oh, yeah.
The laws that we have right now are sufficient, but bankers have been pulling this shit for years, and everybody's just come to accept it. And I mean, literally, I'll probably go to jail one of these days because somebody's going to tell me that, not accept cash, and charge me to use my card, and I'm gonna flat fucking walk it. Pardon my cowboy French. Where did that come from? I'm gonna
speaking your mind.
Yeah, well, can you tell how many things are? Yeah, there's a rant building, but seriously, and I apologize for that, Michi. I let that one slip.
You know what? It happens. We all do it.
I'm gonna wind up going to jail. That seems like a little thing to go to jail for, but I'm at the point where I'm tired of, hell, I hardly ever do really serious social media anymore. I mean, I'll scan some things, but God, if it doesn't make me laugh, I don't want nothing to do with it,
Right.
because you know everybody's complaining about this. We ain't had any arrests yet. Well, no, we haven't. Do you really think that it's going to change? I mean,
Right.
you know, um, man, am I cranky today? Uh, golly. Uh, you know, it's just they've gotten away with it long enough, and it's just like
Right.
it's the same little stuff like that here. And if I'm not willing to stand up myself, then I need to quit complaining about it. I worry about those guys over in the UK just going to the store to get a freaking loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Right.
uh, or praying in public if they're so inclined. They can't do it. And I've always said, y'all need to kick your government out, and you need to
Mhm.
get up in the streets. But here it is, all the same kind of stuff's going on over here, and I haven't been arrested yet.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, it's just it's getting crazy. It's one thing after the other. So,
yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'll probably be on the arrest him if he gets off the plane list in the UK now.
oh,
But
well, there's a
okay.
guy that there's a guy that I follow on Instagram that he's from Canada, and I always thought he was kind of a jerk, but some of the stuff he's been putting out lately, and then he says, and oh, by the way, he says, if one day just randomly you don't see me on here anymore, it's because they arrested me for exercising my freedom of speech, which is now apparently the thing over in Canada now too.
Yep.
And they were trying over in Canada to silence a lot of the YouTubers that are from Canada, like my buddy that does the he used to do van life videos. Now it's more he says that things have evolved and it's not just about van life anymore, but he's still got his channel. But they sent him a letter saying that at one point, this is when the idiot that used to be the prime minister was still in office, that he was going to have to produce his videos in 4 different languages, was going to have to also have somebody sign language because apparently captions aren't enough, his video. And then he was going to have to submit it to the provincial communications people to approve it, to make sure that it was pro-Canada before he released it on YouTube.
Jiminy. It's
Like,
hard to come up with any pro-Canada things nowadays.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, and his thing, he likes to show you the cool stuff, but yeah, there's cool stuff if you don't have to deal with their government over there.
Yeah.
And
and they only took silver in hockey.
Right.
I mean,
well, see, and this
you can only go a little farther down there, Canada. I mean,
I actually saw a video. I actually saw a video that this woman put out the other day. It just happened to pop up in my feed, where she's calling out McDonald's because McDonald's has this thing now where you buy a particular meal and you get this commemorative mini hockey stick with your favorite hockey player on it or whatever. And it's like, well, yeah, that's the only way they can puff up hockey over there now, considering what happened at the Olympics. But Tim Hortons does the same thing. You go into Tim Hortons over in Canada, you can get hockey cards. They don't do that over here. Buy a large coffee, get a pack of hockey cards. They don't do that over here. But that's about the extent of it. So,
wow.
but and like I say, Emerald here saying the Canadian people are great. I don't have a problem with the people. I have a problem with the people running the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, we're going to charge you a tax for breathing the air.
Yeah, catching rain.
Yeah, And
I don't even know if they can do that.
and then another friend of mine over there that he went into Walmart and just some, the usual, we joke around about the staples you run to the grocery store for. You got milk, bread, eggs, some butter, and a travel size pack of diapers for his little girl. And it was $78. It's like, for what? And that was before all the tariff talk started.
That's just insane. It's
Yeah.
just insane.
Yeah.
And where does it all go?
Goes in their
the
pockets.
average Canadian ain't getting to see any benefit from anything.
Right.
I mean, I told you that story before about the gal that had to get an MRI. Doctor ordered MRI for a brain tumor,
Yeah.
and it took her what was that, like 6 months just to get the MRI, much less or two. I don't remember. It was 6 months or a year or something like. I think it was a year.
Oh yeah.
Before she could even get the MRI for this fatal brain tumor, it's insane.
Well, there was a time there where they were encouraging us, at least like in the Metro Detroit area, when the whole LASIK eye surgery became a thing. Oh, here, just go over to the Windsor Laser Eye Institute and get your LASIK surgery done. And it'll cost you so little that you won't even have to worry about it. It would be cheaper than if you did it in the States with insurance. I'm not letting anybody touch me over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Won't even let anybody touch me here unless it's
right.
They buy me dinner at least. I can't tell you the last time anybody bought me dinner either, Michi. That's a sad thing. Oh golly.
Well, we're speaking of dinner, we're waiting. We got there. They keep reminding everybody that April 6th, we're finally getting a Buc-ee's closer to us.
You know what I heard? They're putting the Buc-ee's in here.
I wouldn't doubt it. They're trying to expand everywhere, but I don't see them ever putting one in Michigan because the business taxes around here are just stupidly high.
Well, they got to have some sort of write-off. I mean,
but they everybody complains that we don't have Waffle House in Michigan.
I thought you guys had Buc-ee's.
Pardon?
I thought you guys had Buc-ee's.
No, they're putting sheets up everywhere, but no Buc-ee's.
Huh. That's interesting. So where are they? Are they based in Ohio?
My son's got 3 sheets within 4 miles of his house.
Wow.
And it's a dude. Why do you need that many? And even like over, because like I said earlier, I work not that far from Metro Airport, and Sheets is so dead set on taking everything over. They literally have one at each end of the airport.
Jeez.
And it's like, why do you need 2 of them within a mile and a half of each other? And somebody says, oh, well, there's one at each entrance to the airport. Well,
I guess you're coming and going, huh?
The west end of the airport.
Wow.
But yeah, they're opening up in just outside of Dayton, Ohio. So, my son's we're already planning the trip down for that.
Well, where's
let the novelty wear down a little bit. We got to go down and get our chopped brisket sandwiches.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And he can get his mom some beaver nuggets, and
there you go. Where are they based at? Are they based out of Ohio?
They're based out of Texas.
Texas, really?
Yeah,
I would not have guessed that.
They've got them all over the place down there in Texas.
Man.
Yes, the jerky. Blue Collar just said the jerky. The jerky is See now, I've already told my son, because when we stopped back in August, we went down to the one in Richmond, Kentucky before we came home from Cincinnati, and we were in and out of there in like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, next time we're going in the middle of the week when it's not as crowded. and I set the time. Because there's all this stuff they got. Guys like, wow, I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they had that. But they've got full service bakery counter. They got the meat counter. They got the jerky counter that's like a big deli.
You don't want to go around meal times.
No. Well, we went in there. Was it? It's like 1:30 on a Sunday afternoon, and you would have thought it was Christmas Eve at the mall.
Wow.
Had to park out in the giggly weeds where they got the signs that say don't walk in the tall grass. Snakes in areas. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I'll not be walking in there.
That we were in Kentucky. We weren't in Michigan or Ohio anymore.
What's gonna get you down there? Copperhead, they ain't all that bad. I guess they have timber rattlers in Massasauga.
Well, whatever it was, I didn't want to meet one. So
yeah. I could understand that. Any unnecessary trips to the ER.
Yeah, especially down there. With the way our insurance goes, yeah, definitely don't want anything happening down there.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we see that you were seen in an emergency room that's out of network.
Yeah. And you definitely don't want them putting you under down there and telling you to count backwards, and then you hear the dueling banjos theme come on as you're going out. That would be just brutal. But I bet it helps with recovery time with coming out of anesthesia. Michi, we could probably get millions of dollars in a grant to study that.
True.
And we could live like kings and Leering Center owners for years before they'd catch us.
True.
Well, what do you think, Michi? Should we? And I'm sorry I took so much of the time tonight.
Nah, you're good, Cranky.
Had to get that off my chest, but I gotta continue with you on this, and if somebody wants to email me and give me some ideas, or if they want to look at some specific pieces or ask if there's something, that's cool. But whatever. I want to be done with it. So, Leering, blue colors. That's right. All right, let me back me up here a little bit.
And I did send you a number in private chat. So
you already did, man. You're on top of it.
When you were talking about him earlier, I said,
Michi is the man.
Number before I forget.
So here's tonight's. Should we do it between 1 and 50? Still?
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me.
So tonight's offering, thanks to Kalilo, who won. If y'all haven't seen him, he's got some real chill, nice live streams. Kalilo and Mustard both said, pass it forward. So here we go. I just did sub Kalilo. I thought I was subbed to him, but I was listening to him the other day, and he's pretty cool cat. So here's the offering for tonight. The number is pre-selected, and it's going to be between 1 and 50. And wait till you see me type in go. Hey, I already had that one. Is that the same number as last time?
No.
Well, that's this time?
That's this time.
Okay.
Well, here, without giving away, both numbers are the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that kind of narrows it down. I mean, they only got to go between 50. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to do the traditional 3, 2, 1 last call countdown. We're going to say, Mark, it's it.
Go.
Excuse me, guys and ladies. Anybody? And we're off and running.
Oh, we got it. Blue collar got it.
Blue collar got it. All right. Blue collar comes in with number 33. That was the number. I can show you. Let me show them. There's the private chat. There's the Michi Stacker 33,548 when he put that in there. So blue collar is the proud winner of, for love of Pete, a 1/10 Aztec and a 1/10 Incused Indian. Right there. Look at there. Keeping along the Native American themes, or the native, well, let's just go tribal. How about that? There we go. Cool. Very good. So blue collar, send me your address. I might have a little surprise in there for you too. Something that I'm trying to close all my accounts before I close things out. So yeah, blue collar, that'll be coming your way. Email me at Cranky Stacker at email at hello, Cranky Stacker at gmail.com. Send me your mailing stuff. I'm getting rid of my post office box and all that stuff, so I don't care if anybody knows where I live anymore or not. But send that to me, and I'll just send that out in an envelope with some cardboard around it or something. I mean, if it's not that big a deal. Mustard says triple it. Triple what? Maybe in 2 weeks we will triple it. I don't know. But there you have it. That's that. How about that?
Yep. And we have come to the hour. Actually, we're a couple minutes over, and I know Marty's probably standing there at the door going, "Yo, Dad,
Marty the Wonder Dog is laying out. Right outside, right about 10 feet from the door.
Yep. Yo, Dad, remember me?
Yeah. Yeah. Her sister is laying where she looks like she died trying to crawl to her food bowl because she's starving.
Oh,
she's the 90 pounder. I ain't worried about her. She could miss a meal or three and it wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well,
right.
I'm glad to get some stuff off my chest, and I just have to decide how I'm going to approach this, and I do value everybody's input, because there's wisdom in the counsel of many, and I just might have to see how it goes, but I'm up for that. So, end the story. Will, you're not working tonight, right, Michi?
No, or I'd already be there.
Oh, he's going to pay it forward? What? Oh, okay. You got an hour stream tonight? So jump in there and maybe try to win. I'll win it back. I don't win nothing. Never do. That's not true. I won a lot when I got involved with this bunch of yahoos on this thing. Yeah, if 3D, if you want to, or 3D's on my mind because
Yep, he was in the chat here.
I saw him. Yeah, if you want to screenshot that or something, blue collar. That's the givens. They can't have my thumbs, but they can have these 2 1/10s. Okay.
And you know what? And I will put a plug in for their live stream as well. They do the Monday Night Medals every Monday night. I want to say 9 Eastern. Blue collar, if you're still here, correct me if I'm right. It's 9 Eastern and whatever the heck time it is out there in Vegas, because he and Vegas Stacker do a really good show every week. And they actually do, let me see if I remember get the name of this one right. Saturday Morning Chill, where they, they're on Saturday mornings and Monday nights. And always a good show. I've gotten to hang out with them quite a bit. It's a fun time. So.
I popped in and lurked occasionally.
Yeah.
I just don't.
And I do have to say this: the pregame show before they go live is pretty fun too. If you happen to be a guest on their channel.
What time is this?
They go on 9 Eastern, so 8 o'clock your time.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they flip flop back and forth between Blue Collar's channel and Vegas's channel, and like I said, it's always a good time. Usually. There were a few times where I think we ended up there were 9 of us on there, shooting the breeze at one point, 9 or 10 of us. So,
well, very good.
Yeah, the pre and the post game show. we
I don't know, man. That's pushing my bedtime. Y'all know that, right? I'm not even joking.
Hey, I get it. I do. So, but yeah, if you guys happen to be farting around on YouTube later, yeah, definitely stop in and see the guys. And
I can do that. By golly, I can do that. I'll make it a point. So, all right. Well, Michi, always a pleasure. Again, I'm sorry I sort of.
Nah, you know what? Hey, you had
stacked the time on my side,
and it's perfectly fine.
Well,
perfectly fine.
I appreciate it
because I have a tendency to run off the mouth quite a bit, so it's about time somebody else.
No, you don't.
Oh, get me wound up.
Well, okay.
You're the you know all that.
All righty. Well, brother, I don't know if you can hear the Wonder Dog back there.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, she's having some issues. She's down to about 65 pounds, as skinny as a rail. And
oh boy.
Yep. I spend a lot of time with her.
Yeah. Well, give her some extra pets for us.
We'll do. We're gonna
both the pups and all that.
Yeah. And everybody out there, I absolutely love you with all my heart and soul, and it's a cranky kind of love. So bask in that, soak it up, and suck it up. How about that? All right, everybody. I'm not even gonna close. Just stay safe out there.
Yeah.
I don't feel like closing.
Exactly. Well, Cranky, and I'll say this is, I found you because of Thule, because I found you guys about the same time when she was doing the Happily Cranky stuff for you because you were under the weather.
Yeah.
And it's this community that we're a part of. I think Silver and Gold Stack Attack says it best damn community on YouTube.
Yep.
And I think I speak for the people in the community when I say I hope that love comes back at you times 10.
Yep. Well,
we joke around, we have a good time, we educate, we learn from each other, we maybe teach a little bit. And that's a special thing. So you're loved just as much as you love. So
well, there's plenty of love to go around if we all just think about it.
Right. Exactly.
For sure. Yep. So
all
right,
everybody. We will be back in 2 weeks to do this again.
Yep.
In the meantime,
like it or not, y'all, we're coming back.
in the meantime, just like Cranky said, just be safe. keep stacking what you can afford, as you can. I know it's kind of hard right now with prices being what they are and that, but if it's your thing, keep at it.
Oh, by
And
all means.
we'll, make sure you let the people you love know it, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
All right, everybody, we're out.